Not even 10 hours after my last video, 90% of the info in it became outdated. So I thought I would release a little micro update to quickly cover everything that just happened. Don't worry if you haven't watched my last video. I mean, you can if you like, but I'll catch you up to speed right here and now. So, hey guys, gals and pals, my name is Alex, and I'm your professional yapper for today. We've got this long changelog filled with stuff from last update that wasn't listed, but there are a few key things that happened that are huge. Let's start with the most exciting thing. The skins! So 3 skins from the skin contest were released in this update. And one of them is mine! When I tell you I was freaking out the entire day, I mean it. It's still incredibly surreal seeing people around wearing the Photic Constellation skin. I was not expecting the game to update at the time it did. I love everything about the execution of this. The skin follows my reference to a T, and it's adorable. I love the way the stars on the coattails bounce, and all the cute little details translated to the model. For anyone wondering, I am aware of the glitched textures on the ears, the little connected part of his pants, the warping of the pearl anklet on his leg, and the giant hole he gets in his coat when he idles. I was aware of all these things when I first got the skin, and they're honestly really funny to me. The skin will be polished in the upcoming updates, but in the meantime, I smile a little every time I see the current jank of his model. Another huge thank you to everyone involved with Dolly's factory. Keep up the good work, and no rush at all. As for the other skins, they turned out excellently, per the usual. Jackrabbit, designed by V, aka Midnight Stars XXXX, is a lovely looking skin. First of all, the design is incredible. I love the fluff and lace on her ears, as well as the faceplate, dress, and animations. It's a really different take on her style, and she's adorable. Most of the players I've seen around wearing skins have been Jackrabbit, and that's really a testament to your design, V. Plague Doctor by Yasmin, aka Yasria, is another great skin from concept to execution. The only thing I'd say about this one is that it's so far removed from Thim that it's hard to tell it's him. But that's probably more about personal preferences than anything. We don't have much of a precedent for skins so far, as there's been so few. But anyway you slice it, Plague Doctor is well modeled, and the fire VFX is really nice. This rollout of cosmetics is great, and I can't wait to see what we'll be getting next. But I have some other changes to discuss. In my last video, I talked about the changes to Dolly Bell's tentacles. Well, I'm happy to share that they reworked her. She's not like she was before, but I think honestly I like how she works better. A lot of players have become frustrated with her tentacles now, so let me explain her mechanics. Once Jelly Bell reaches her second phase, her tentacles will burst out of the ground and attack the plushies. But here's the thing, her tentacles spawn in front of plushies, in sort of a predictive manner. Meaning if you continuously spin around in a circle, you can't be hit. Also, full disclosure before I keep running my mouth off, Jelly Bell is supposed to only spawn 1 tentacle at a time, regardless of player count. The game is currently a bit bugged, so that's why things are crazy at the moment balance-wise if you play multiplayer. But to demonstrate how exactly to survive Jelly Bell, I'm going to show you footage of me playing her zone as Buddy with no speed charms. When her tentacles pop up in front of me, I move backwards or turn a corner to not get hit. I carefully manage my stamina not only to prioritize avoiding her tentacles, but to also make sure I can avoid additional rejects and move through the water. It does take some practice, and even now she could be nerfed if players are still having trouble in her default form, but I personally feel great with the balancing of her in the grand scheme of things. Once everything is fixed, of course. The next change that happened is that Thim's ability, Medic's Touch, was decreased from 50 seconds to 30 seconds. I don't really know how I feel about this change yet, but I thought I'd give it a quick mention anyhow. We also got a new leak for a new variation of Doug's zone. It looks incredible, but I will say this might be a bit too large depending on how close it is to the train. I don't play high-speed characters usually, so I hadn't even discovered a huge chunk of the train cleaning station map until way after the fact. Imagine being a buddy all the way back in the corner and it's time to go to the train. Absolutely diabolical. But awesome map design as always. It looks super cool. And finally, the last but certainly not least thing is that the official Dolly's Factory soundtrack, composed by the masterful Grayson Solis, has been released on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Boomplay Music, and Kobas. Be sure to go check it out. I'll be linking the YouTube playlist in the description, so go give Grayson a follow, a like, or just a few kind words. The awesome sound design of Dolly's Factory is thanks to him. And that brings this update to a close. I love the changes this one brought, even if it's technically a more minute update. But I've said enough, so I'll see you all later. Bye!